A taste for the twisted, Aimee Kuge and the bloody heart of Cannibal Mukbang. There's something about horror infused with romance that always gets under my skin, in the best way. Throw in a fresh, bizarre setting, and I'm all in. That's exactly how I found myself engrossed in Cannibal Mukbang, the feature debut from New York filmmaker Aimee Kuge, just days before her film premiered in the UK at the Soho Horror Fest in Brixton. Although this marks her first time in the director's chair, Aimee's been no stranger to the film world. Our conversation began by touching on some of her earlier credits, like her behind-the-scenes work on Castle Freak, 2020, directed by Tate Steinseek. I handled EPK content and Blu-ray interviews, Aimee explained. It was a fun experience, plus we shot in Albania, which was stunning. I'd absolutely go back. Aimee's resume is nothing if not eclectic. One of her most regular gigs has been on the long-running reality show Teen Mom, where she served as a story producer. It's been 3 years now, she said. It's mainly post-production. I watch tons of raw footage and shape it into episodes. It's steady work, and the team is great. Though it is funny, the show started in 2009, so a lot of the teens are in their 30s now. So how does one go from editing reality TV to writing and directing a horror romance about toxic relationships and flesh consumption? Aimee credits her diverse background, everything from working retail to doing food photography in NYC. I've dipped into every corner of the industry, special effects, wardrobe, producing, you name it, she said. Even my first job in New York was food photography, and that plays heavily into Cannibal Mukbang. But at the core, I just wanted to make something that channels the chaos of real relationships, romantic and otherwise. True to her vision, Cannibal Mukbang intertwines dark humor, intimate connection, and body horror with surprising tenderness. One standout moment early in the film involves an extremely unconventional meet-cute, one that includes a car accident. Would I recommend it? No way, Aimee laughed. But it's kind of a wink to those early 2000s rom-coms where the setups were always over the top. I just cranked that absurdity up a notch. The character Ash, played by April Consalo, is the emotional and narrative center of the film. Aimee lights up when discussing her. Ash is bold, intense. She doesn't ask for things, she takes them. She's love-bombing, at its peak, pouring attention onto someone who isn't used to it. Hitting him with a car? It somehow fits her vibe. And her name? Yep, it's an Evil Dead reference. I'm literally wearing the shirt right now, Aimee grinned during our chat. As the story unfolds, we see the twisted evolution of the central relationship. I went through some toxic situations myself, Aimee shared. That desperate attachment, ignoring red flags, it's real. Mark, the male lead, faces the biggest red flag you can imagine, and he still sticks around. That was the point. Aimee found her leads, April Consalo and Nate Wise, through a casting platform. Hundreds applied, but they stood out, she said. Nate had this mumblecore sweetness, very understated but expressive. April? She's got this Disney princess exterior, but with an edge. She brought so much to Ash. One stylistic shift in the film occurs during a silent flashback sequence, shot on Super 8 film. Aimee credits her experimental film education at CU Boulder for that creative decision. Mark's story is small, tight, and obsessive. Ash's backstory? It's vast and dark. I needed it to look and feel completely different. Naturally, the gore factor comes up when talking horror. Aimee chuckled as she recounted the messy fun of DIY special effects. We used everything, latex, chocolate syrup, even barely cooked meat coated in food dye, she said. In one scene, the actors ate fake meat made of Rice Krispies and maraschino cherries 5 times in a row. They were on a sugar high. In recent years, cannibalism has surfaced more frequently in horror, especially when paired with love stories, fresh, bones and all raw. For Aimee, it's a potent metaphor. It's about losing yourself, she explained, being consumed by someone emotionally and physically. It resonates, especially in this age of overexposure and obsession online. Despite all the surreal, blood-soaked drama, Aimee's grateful her film is finding its audience. Cannibal Mukbang has already won multiple awards, including Best Director at Screamfest. But she's not slowing down. She's got another feature in development, this time centered on friendship and the 2000s emo music scene. She's also producing Black-Eyed Susan and a string of shorts with emerging talent from Brooklyn, including her mukbang star April, who's now stepping behind the camera herself. Is she staying in horror? Definitely, Aimee confirmed. It's the best way to say something real, weird, and raw. I'm here for the long haul. Maybe I'll quit when I'm 80, she added with a smile. But probably not. And honestly, we're not ready for her to stop either.